So can you just talk about your experience and what it's been like for you early on?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a pretty unreal experience so far. Like coming into this program, it's kind of been thrown into the deep end, but I've been loving it so far. I've been growing a lot, definitely. Biggest thing for me is working on like physicality. But yeah, I mean, everyone's been super welcoming and just kind of put me right into the program and feel like home.
Can you just talk about how you got to Kansas, how you first heard about them, or how they heard about you, or kind of how it all played out?
Yeah, so essentially, I played a few tournaments back in July for the NBA Academy Games and started to surface a bit of attention from a few colleges. Initially wanted to go to college next year for 24, so I thought that would kind of be the best option for me. But a few places kind of reached out, and it kind of more and more thought about it with family, coaches. Thought it made the most sense to just go for 23, just considering like getting an extra year would just be super beneficial for my basketball in the long run.
Did you visit here at all, or did you just come?
I did not visit, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I planned on going on visit if I went for class 2024.
Okay.
But yeah, just went for it, yeah.
And so what's the transition been like? What's the maybe biggest adjustment for you?
Biggest adjustment, I think, basketball-wise would be the physicality. Just kind of being bigger bodies, like older, stronger guys, which has been the biggest thing I think for me so far. Yeah.
Talk about the decision to move up, where you thought you were going to be in college this time next year. What went into that for you, where you decided to come to school now?
I think a lot of my coaches, family were really encouraging kind of just going this year. So they thought, you're gonna get a lot better going to college rather than staying in Australia. So that was the biggest thing, just thinking about in the long term. That was the biggest thing, just about basketball.
Who are some of the guys that have helped you kind of acclimate here and get used to life here?
Definitely the older guys have been, they've been really welcoming. Kind of just brought me right into the family, feeling like home. Yeah.
Do you feel prepared to make an instant impact this
Yeah.
year?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
What gives you the confidence that that's possible?
I don't know. I just feel confident with my skill set. As I said, just working on my physicality would be the biggest thing I'm focusing on right now. But yeah, I'm feeling confident.
Are there things that Coach Self told you during the recruiting process that gave you that sort of confidence to, like you were talking about, come here early and also make an instant impact?
Yeah, so he kind of gave me, kind of outlined this opportunity that they had for this year. Would look a lot different to next year, but considering our roster this year, he kind of gave this opportunity. He outlined it and said like this would be like really hard to pass up. So that was kind of where my mindset was.
Had you heard of Kansas and some of the other schools prior? Were you a little bit familiar with the schools recruiting you?
Yeah, I was familiar. Yeah.
And for you, what was the ultimate decision to come here? What set Kansas apart maybe from some other schools?
I think just the opportunity that was kind of available with the roster and just being like it was already a stacked roster, and being able to come in and potentially make an impact off the bat was really appealing for me. Yeah.
Off the floor, what's been the biggest adjustment or biggest thing you didn't realize about living in a different country?
I'm not really sure. I think the food, probably. Yeah, the food's been a big change, but yeah, I'm getting used to it for sure.
Like what? Explain it.
There's just the kind of food. It's like a lot of fast food, and obviously I don't have a car yet. I need an international license, but I need to work on that. Yeah.
Your biggest strength on the floor. I know Coach Self last week at Media Day talked about your length. What's something that you really pride yourself on, or maybe something you think you can come in and help right away with?
I think just being all-round aggressive, making plays. If I don't have the ball, just making plays off the ball, making reads, just making a positive contribution to the team, like defensively, is kind of where my focus is at. Yeah.
You're your own person, right? But do you model your game or take parts of other people's game and try and implement that yourself?
Yeah, certainly. I think there's a few players I look up to, kind of model my game off. A few players come to mind, be Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, those kind of like tall wings. I kind of model myself off. Yeah.
Thanks.